Welcome back to the channel. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to pick up a new language effortlessly, while others struggle for years with grammar books and flashcards? The secret isn't in a special talent or a language gene. The secret lies within your brain's incredible natural ability to adapt. In today's video, we are going deeper than ever before. You are going to learn the science of neuroplasticity, how your brain physically changes when you learn new words, the input hypothesis, why listening is more important than speaking, the beginning, the role of the amygdala, why stress is the biggest enemy of your fluency, practical habits, a step-by-step guide to mimicking the way children learn, but with an adult's efficiency. By the end of this video, you won't just know how to study, you'll understand the biological roadmap of your journey to fluency. Let's dive in. Part 2: Neuroplasticity, the brain's hidden superpower. When you start learning a language, your brain isn't just a container filling up with words. It is a living organ that is physically reshaping itself. This process is called neuroplasticity. Think of your brain like a dense forest. When you learn a new word in English, it's like walking through the bushes once. The path is barely visible, but if you hear that word again and again, you are walking that same path. Eventually, the grass is worn down, and a clear trail is formed. In your brain, these trails are called neural pathways. The more you walk these paths through listening and practice, the faster the electrical signals travel. This is why, at the beginning, you have to translate in your head. Your brain is still hacking through the bushes, but once that path becomes a highway, you stop translating and start thinking in English. Part 3: The power of comprehensible input. One of the biggest mistakes learners make is trying to output, speak before they have enough input. Listening, reading. Imagine a glass of water. Speaking is the water pouring out. If the glass is empty, nothing comes out. To speak well, you must first fill the glass with hours and hours of listening. But here is the catch: it must be comprehensible input. If you listen to a high-level physics lecture in English and you don't understand 90% of it, your brain will simply shut down. It treats the noise like background static. However, if you listen to a story where you understand 70-80, your brain can use the context to guess the remaining 20%. This guessing is exactly how the brain learns. It creates a bridge between what you know and what you don't. Tip for your listening: always choose content that is level +1. It should be just slightly harder than your current level, but not so hard that you feel lost. Part 4: The silent period, why you shouldn't rush. Did you know that babies spend about 12 to 18 months just listening before they say their first word? This is known as the silent period. During this time, the brain is busy building an internal monitor. It is learning the rhythm, the melody, and the sounds of the language. When adults try to force themselves to speak on day one, they often feel frustrated. This frustration creates a mental block. If you are struggling to speak, don't panic. Spend more time listening. When your brain has heard enough correct English, the words will eventually want to pop out on their own. Trust the process. Part 5: Emotion and memory, the amygdala's role. There is a part of your brain called the amygdala. It is responsible for your emotions, specifically fear and anxiety. When you are stressed, perhaps, Because you are afraid of making a mistake, your amygdala sends a signal to your brain to freeze. This is why you might know a word in your head, but when a native speaker talks to you, your mind goes blank. Your affective filter is too high. To learn naturally, you must lower this filter. You learn best when you are relaxed. Choose topics you actually enjoy: movies, history, hobbies. Interested. If you love football, watch football commentary in English. Your brain cares about the content, so it forgets to be afraid of the language. Part 6. Tips for natural brain training. To help your brain learn faster, follow these 4 neuro tips. 1. Use spaced repetition. Your brain is designed to forget useless information. If you learn a word today and never hear it again, your brain deletes it. To keep it, you must see that word again in 1 day, then 3 days, then 1 week, then 1 month. This tells your brain, this information is important for survival. Keep it. 2. The shadowing technique. To bridge the gap between listening and speaking, try shadowing. Listen to a native speaker and repeat exactly what they say, just a second after they say it. Don't worry about the meaning, focus on the music of their voice. This trains your mouth muscles and your auditory cortex simultaneously. 3. Chunk, not grammar rules. Native speakers don't think about subject plus verb plus object. They think in chunks. Instead of learning the word decision, learn the chunk. I made a decision. When you learn phrases, your brain can recall them instantly without processing complex grammar formulas. 4. Sleep, the secret ingredient. Research shows that the brain consolidates language learning during REM sleep. When you sleep, your brain is busy moving the words you learned today from short-term memory into long-term memory. If you don't sleep well, you are literally washing away your hard work. Part 7. Conclusion. Learning a language is not a sprint. It is a marathon that changes who you are. Every time you listen to an English podcast or watch a video like this, you are physically building a more powerful brain. Stop focusing on being perfect and start focusing on being consistent. Your brain is a learning machine. If you give it enough interesting, understandable input, it will figure out the rest. It is literally what it was evolved to do. If you found this deep dive into the brain helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Tell me in the comments, what is the biggest struggle you face when listening to English? I read every single comment. Keep listening, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.